Hello, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Roy Paget. Firstly, let me thank you for clicking the link to watch this video. As a neuroscientist, I've devoted my life in helping more than 1 million children who were struggling at school to raise the grades and change their lives forever. Out of that million, I know of many thousands who have now gone on to achieve their degree. And that's only from the ones that I keep in touch with. In my work with parents, I've showed over 30,000 parents how they can help their children go far beyond what school can achieve for them. In this video, I want to prove to you that you hold the key to your child's success. And by coming to the Parent Power workshop that is running in your area, the details you can find in this email, we will show you how to turn the key with our help and with no previous experience or qualification on your part, because we will not be asking you to teach your child. That is the function of teachers at school. Together, we can guide your child to a very successful life, but we cannot do it without your help. It is a fact that evidence shows that parental help is worth a grade or more above those children whose parents didn't care enough to help. Yes, schools do their best to deal with each child as an individual, but they have thousands of other children to look after. So they can't be expected to do what you can do as their parent. And what is really important to you is your child. And I know you want the best for them, and you want them to have a very successful future. Can you imagine what it's worth to see them lift their grades by 1 or more? The extra opportunities you can give them, greater life security, the ability to cope with change in their future life. The value of this is priceless to them. Your child in 30 years' time won't remember what trainers they wore, but they will remember how you help them lift their grades. The one thing they will need above all else is knowledge. You hold the key to how they acquire and develop that knowledge. That's right, you hold the key. Many parents say to me, well, I haven't got time. Well, let us have a look at this. Your child lives for 8,760 hours a year. They sleep for 2,900 hours a year. They go to school for 1,200 hours per year, only spending 875 hours in the classroom. They're at home for a staggering 4,640 hours. If you could just give them focused support for 156 hours, they would go up a grade. We will show you how to obtain that focus in this workshop. So for the sake of your child, please come. I want you to show you one of the reasons why I am so passionate that you should come. In this graph, I wanted to show you what happens. Let's assume your child has just attended a brilliant lesson. The teachers were exciting and they enjoyed every second of it. Now let's look at what your child's brain will do with that knowledge. It will start decaying at an extraordinary rate. Just think, after 1 hour, it's gone down to 44%. In 9 hours it will go down to 35%. And in a month's time it will only remember about 20% of all the information that was given in that lesson. Now with your help, look what happens. Here's the original line. I'll run my cursor down it. If we give them support, that knowledge increases because that knowledge is embedded stronger into their conscious mind. So if they're right up here, look at the knowledge gained in there. It's far more than a grade, and it's very simple to do, and we'll show you how in this workshop. This is what happens when you get focus support. Knowledge decay is reduced, more knowledge stays in their conscious mind. This is the effect parents can have by getting their children to review their work on a weekly basis for less than 30 minutes a week. Another reason why you should come, because your child lives in the future, not now. Just think how much change you have seen so far in your life. Nothing compared with what mobile phones, for instance, aircraft travel. The world in the hand of flame is indicating global warming. What catastrophes will that bring in their world? Will they see the end of the polar bear? Because the North Pole will have melted, as it's melting at an enormous rate right now. Finally, there's population. The population of Britain at the moment is 62 million. In the next 10 years, it could be up to 110 million. Far more people to even carry out the mundane functions that require little or no knowledge. Their knowledge will be crucial to them getting jobs and getting a better career for themselves in the future. And that is only 10 to 15 years away. So how can you help? Well, by attending the Power Parenting Workshop, we will show you in detail. We want you to come to it for the sake of your child. For this workshop, we will give you practical ways of giving your child the education that you spend £12,000 or more by sending them to a private school. In a recent BBC report showed that what made the difference between state and private schools was the support given by the parents. For both the schools had qualified teachers and taught the same curriculum. This workshop will last for about 2 hours, and I know that you will agree with me that to help your child to achieve success in life, it's worth every minute of it. We won't tell you, we are going to show you how you can make a difference by actual examples so that you can start using them as soon as you return home. Let me assure you that every parent, and I mean every parent, can use these tools to help their children, irrespective of their own level of knowledge in a particular subject or whether they did well at school. You really can make a difference to your child's future. So now you have to make a decision to invest and come along or to ignore. If you invest your time and a little money, evidence shows that parental help is worth a grade or more above those whose parents didn't care enough to help. That a grade or two can be the difference between passing and failing exams, getting the job they want, or not getting it, qualifying for university, or having to spend hours and hours and hours revising to sit retakes. Whatever your child level is at school at the moment, you can improve their outcomes at school. You can help your child, that is certain. And with the tools that we're going to give you in this workshop, no prior knowledge is required. So it is your choice. When you attend this workshop, you'll take away a workbook written in plain English. We're offering you a free 24/7 support to guide you when you need it. We will be either a telephone or Skype call away. Extra tutorial videos should you require them to extend your help even further. Remember, you will be helping them to meet their needs in their changing world. For knowledge will be the king. And if you don't help them, who will? So will it cost you and your family to come to this workshop? The answer is yes. It will cost you about the same price as a decent pair of trainers. About the same price as going out for a meal with your family. Or a Christmas present. The question that's got to be asked is, what is it worth? What is it worth to see your children go up a grade? See the joy that they experience. See the fun that they have when they know they've achieved. And when they're reading their results. What is it worth to see your child get the most out of their education so that they can go to higher education if that is their wish? See how proud you'll be of them. For instance, when they get their degree, or when they qualify to become a really professional tradesman. What is it worth that whatever your child is doing, they are confident and brimming with self-belief? The answer is thousands. You, the parent, can create this, as long as you know how. Also, your decision will affect the lives of your grandchildren in the future. For believe you me, your children will pass it on. So what are we charging for you? For all of the above and more is £50. That's what we want you to invest in your child so that we together can make their life a great success. Remember, sending them to school is not enough to guarantee them a successful future. Your help is vital for their success. Don't leave it to chance to help your child get the most out of their education, for it's only a matter of 3 years and they will have left. By helping them to reinforce their learning, for it is your child that is important to you. Also, this one-time investment, you can apply these tools to help younger children in your family. Don't delay. The spaces are limited. 2 hours with us will change the way your child works at school and how to change their lives forever. Click below. Join us for an evening that will deliver what it promises. We know that by attending, you can make a real difference to your child. Fill in the information required in the email. Together, I know we can help your child to succeed. And this is priceless to change their future.